Hey guys, welcome back to Mercedes Lounge. This is a 2021 Mercedes-AMG GLE 53 Coupe and it's magnificent. Now in this video, I'm going to show you guys all the exterior features of this brand new GLE 53 Coupe. Take a look at the interior and also listen to the sound from the engine. Now if you're new to my channel, I create weekly Mercedes videos. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the like button and be a part of this channel. Now the GLE 53 Coupe is magnificent. Under the hood is a 3-liter inline-6 turbo engine producing 429 horsepower with 384 pound-feet of torque, and this one is actually spec'd just right. The exterior color is black. On the interior we have Dynamica with MBUX and red stitching. Now let's take a look at this car and see why this is the SUV you should buy right now if you're looking for performance and power. But before we get started, let's talk about Mercedes-AMG. AMG is a high-end performance brand of Mercedes-Benz, and if you want to have more power and you have the money to spend, you should get an AMG. Now let's start with the front look of this GLE 53 Coupe. You have these exterior LED lights and you have two sets of eyebrows at the very top, and these are the multi-beam LED headlamps, and they do have adaptive high beam assist, which means you're not going to blind the drivers in front of you. Very large imposing grille with the vertical slats which are finished in gunmetal gray. Up here you have your Mercedes star, which is very large. Typically you have your systems for your radar sit inside here, which are the active distance distronic, which work with your radar tech on your windshield to help with your driver packages. The other thing you notice with this GLE 53 Coupe, you have a very large A-shaped front splitter. Now typically these are blacked out if you have the AMG Night Package, but this GLE 53 does not have the AMG Night Package. Nonetheless, you have all these chrome pieces which adorn the front splitter. You have two horizontal fins with chrome pieces as well, and tons of airflow down here. You have a number of sensors as well under here for your driver packages. On top of the hood, you have the power domes, which are these two bulges on the hood. Those are known as the Mercedes-AMG power domes, which give this car a very aggressive look. Now on the side here, now you can really see how the front splitter accentuates the design on this GLE 53. And then you have these gaps on the lower bumper, which are really for your aerodynamic features on this car. You can take a look at the fenders, which have this groove or this design over here. And then let's talk about the rims. Very large. These are the Y-shaped rims. These are AMG performance rims, and the size on these tires is 285/40 R22. So these are 22-inch rims. Now the front brakes are perforated to provide extra cooling for your brakes. You have very large rotors on the inside and the silver brake calipers with the AMG branding right here. You have these turbo 4MATIC Plus emblem right here. You have another one on the other side. You have this horizontal line which adds to the aerodynamic nature of this car. The door handles, you have chrome door handles, and if this car had the AMG Night Package, you'd have these pieces finished in high gloss black or deep black. But now these are all chrome elements because this GLE 53 Coupe does not have the AMG Night Package, which gives you a ton of black finishes at the front and the rear of the car. Rear fenders give it a very aggressive look. The rear tires, Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. These are the Y-shaped rims, AMG rims, and the size on these tires is 325/35 R22. So these are 22-inch rims, very large rims. Rear tires are very wide as well. They do have a very large rotor, so you have a ton of braking capability. And I love the design back here. You have very broad shoulders. Your gas cap, you just want to press once and it opens in that fashion. Let's take a look at the rear. You have these very gorgeous looking LED tail lights, and I just love how they curve around the back here. You do have your GLE 53 insignia on the right hand side, AMG on the left hand side, and these are very vibrant, very bright LED taillights. The rear design, I wish this car had the AMG Night Package. I cannot say this enough. You'd have the black chrome tailpipes, but these are the chrome tailpipes. They are not finished in black because it does not have the AMG Night Package. You have a class 2 trailer hitch right here. So if you want to tow a boat or any other pop-up camper, you can pull up and connect to that trailer hitch. Rear diffuser, I think it looks good. Not a lot going on back here, but the only thing I don't like about the GLE 53 is this piece of plastic. I think it looks unfinished, but I'm hoping Mercedes will do something different in 2022 or going forward. And then on the rear bumper, you have this mesh looking design back here. Also, let's take a look at the trunk space. The Mercedes Star is also your trunk opener. This is a decent sized trunk on this GLE 53. The one thing is that this trunk sits very high, so if you have a ton of very heavy luggage, you're not going to be able to put your luggage in. But there is a button over here which lowers the suspension, so allows you to put your luggage in. And you can see right now I have engaged the mechanism, and it's actually lowering the suspension of this SUV. So right now at this height, you should be able to haul in your luggage without any problems. I'm gonna set it back. It's actually going up again, and that's courtesy of that height lowering mechanism inside your trunk. You do have a cargo cover right here, which prevents your luggage from getting too much sun. And I think it's a pretty decent sized trunk. You do have an electronic trunk close button right there, and that's a good plus on this SUV. You do have the rear spoiler right here, which is going to help with your aerodynamics. Because of the sloping roof line, you're not going to have a lot of drag, so it gives you a ton of good aerodynamics and downforces on the car. I think overall this is a good design on this GLE 53. Now let's jump on the inside and take a look at the rear space and the rear seating. Now in terms of rear seating, I think you'll agree with me that there is more than enough space back here. You can actually sit 3 adults in the back. Most people don't want to sit in the middle, but I think it's still very comfortable. You have some storage, headroom is more than enough. You have a reading light up here. You do have a coat hanger, and also down here you have USB-C ports and some storage. You have one 15-volt charging unit down here. Airflow will be provided via these rectangular shaped air vents, and they do have these Oreo looking controls in the back. At the center you have your armrest, which is also your cup holder. Very spacious, very comfortable in the back. Panorama roof, which means you'll be able to enjoy the night sky as you're being chauffeured or being comfortable in the back of this GLE 53. And in terms of ergonomics, it's very easy to get in and out of your GLE 53 Coupe. Now, taking a look at this front cabin of this GLE 53, it's very premium material. You have the AMG Performance steering wheel, which is flat bottom right here. Also has the red contrast stitching. These displays are large. Each of these is 12.3 inches. You have the center display for your MBUX system and navigation systems. Your digital instrument cluster is also 12.3 inches. And the touch display is very, very responsive, very fluid. You have your phone menu, navigation, radio, media, comfort, AMG performance, Mercedes Me an app, and settings. Ton of features on this infotainment system, which is what I love about the Mercedes brand. It's very easy to use. I do have a full review of the infotainment system as well as the MBUX system on another video. I'm going to post a link somewhere up here. Interior look, you have the wood trim on the side panels, memory seating 1, 2, 3. You also have thigh support, which is provided for by this button right here. You have heated and cooled seats. You have a Burmester speaker system right here. 64 color ambient lighting. The wood trim continues on the upper dash all the way to the other side. Over here we have an airbag, leather wrapped upper dash, AMG Performance steering wheel finished in all leather. You can actually get this steering wheel in carbon fiber, so that is also an option. However, there is no AMG drive unit right here on this GLE 53 Coupe. Those sport knobs will be right here. Love the red contrast stitching. You have your paddle shifters behind it. They have good enough surface area, so you're not going to miss your downshift or your upshift. At the front, you have 12.3-inch displays for your digital instrument cluster and for your center display, which offers you the MBUX system. Touch controls on the left and the right hand side. These controls on the right control your MBUX system over here. The touch controls on the left control your digital instrument cluster. And the ribbon has more options. So you have your service, designs and displays, media, radio, trip, AMG performance, navigation, phone and assistance. Your telephone menu, you can connect via Bluetooth or telephony. You also have navigation, which shows your previous destinations and the direction of travel. If you go back, AMG performance, that's the view. You also have your trip, which allows you to see all your different metrics. And then notice right here, you have a series of radio buttons which show up if I swipe right. So if I go up, you can see your mileage, speedometer, fuel consumption, your driving behavior, acceleration, coasting, and all the good stuff, your metrics, and different options on there. Let's go back to home. You have your radio option, which allows you to control your FM or AM radio. You have media, designs and displays, which allows you to control all your themes inside. This is the understated theme, which is a very, very cool theme. It's more of a minimalist theme actually, which really much gets rid of all the different data metrics and gives you a very relaxing theme if you're on a road trip. That's something I recommend. If you're tired, you don't want to see any lights, you want to go to that theme, understated. Let's go back. Go back to designs and displays. You have your sport theme. Let's go back to home. And as you swipe left or right, you have a small black trackpad, which allows you to navigate and switch the different menus. All right. One of the cool menus is the navigation, which shows you your distance of travel, direction of travel, previous destinations. And also notice you can bring up your map at the center by swiping up or down. If you swipe left or right, you can also adjust these displays by the touch of a button. So a ton of options. You can configure this front cabin in the way that you like. On the right hand side, you also have this dial here, which through your touch controls, you can actually change. So I'm going to swipe right. Now you have a series of radio buttons. So if I go up, you have this menu, which is your revs. Swipe down once. You have your tire pressure monitoring system. Swipe down again. You have your EQ boost, which you can see your EQ charging and your power. This is from the EQ boost system on this GLE 53, which adds more horsepower and pound-feet of torque to your car. I'm going to swap down again. You have your dynamic select options, which shows your drive type. So if I change my dynamic select option, let's go to Sport Plus. You can see those icons change color. I'm going to swipe down again. You have your G-forces, fuel consumption. You have your map. You can either have your map on the right or the center. Swipe down again. You can have your distance approaching, and then you can look at your 4MATIC system depending on either you're choosing the sand or the slippery mode. You can see this data change up as well, and also look at your suspension systems right here. So all in all, you have a ton of data, ton of metrics on the digital instrument cluster. This screen is 12.3 inches. You can swipe, fully touch screen, very responsive. There is no lag at all. So you have your phone menu, navigation, you have your radio, media, comfort, AMG performance, apps, and settings. Let's begin with the settings menu. You have your quick access, which offers you a lot of shortcuts. You have your vehicle assistance systems. So you have camera and parking, traffic sign assist, active brake assist, attention assist, traffic light view. You also have blind spot assist. The attention assist lets you know when you're tired. You have sensors on the center display, which keeps track of your moods and lets you know if you're falling asleep and you need some coffee. Traffic sign assist, active brake assist, which is going to maintain traffic and brake in case the car in front of you brakes. Camera and parking. You have vehicle, which is your automatic seat adjustment, acoustic lock, belt adjustment, acoustic lock, automatic door lock, auto folding mirrors, gas station search. Those are your vehicle options. Let's go into light. This is where you have your ambient lighting. Now let's go ahead and pick a color. I typically want to have it red. Actually, that's pink. Red color, very vibrant. Lets you know you're ready for the party. So this for night drive is pretty awesome. Seat comfort offers you seat kinetics. I'm gonna play that. Now this means as you drive your car, if you turn left or right, you have more support around the seats. So that's a very cool feature. So if you lean forward, this part of the seat also leans forward with you. You have seat heating balance, which means the entire seat will be pretty much warm for your driver and passenger, and you can actually lower or add temperature to whichever part of the seat you want to have direction for the heat. So you have your base, midsection, upper body. So you can actually regulate your heat using this tracking right here. Let's go back. If you swipe up, you have Mercedes themes. If you click on Adventure, that's the Adventure theme. Gives you more camera systems. And the icon is a G-Wagon because it's a more off-road theme. You have a trip theme. At the same time, if you change your theme, all your displays change. Both the digital instrument cluster and the center display. You can see this one has actually changed to a map. And it's more blue. I'm going to swipe up. If you change to the experience theme, this is more of an AMG performance theme, and it's defaulted back to the AMG theme. So you have your vehicle, you can see your acceleration, your braking, pretty much your driver behavior. Your engine, you have your performance and engine torque, engine oil temperature and transmission oil temperature, fuel consumption, see how you're driving. Then you do have your dynamic select configurator right here. The other cool feature, we do have a ton of options for your dynamic select. So you have your sand mode, you have trail, slippery, individual mode, comfort, sport, and sport plus. Ton of options. Your comfort, we went through this. Seat kinetics, seat heating balance. Go back to home. You know, the media, radio, navigation. You do have no lag in the navigation system, which also offers you, if you go into your advanced menu, map orientation. You can set this to 3D maps, which is what I love to drive with. Now that's a brief look at the MBUX system. I have a full video going in depth into all these menu options. I'll post a link, or you'll see a card somewhere on the video. Another cool feature, climate control systems. Up here you have these 4 rectangular large air vents. This is black, this is wood trim right here, which flows all the way to the other side. You also have an airbag right here. Love the red contrast stitching. Your climate control systems are down here. You have these sets of buttons which look like piano keys. So if you add your temperature, your ambient lighting changes to red, and if you lower the temperature, it changes to purple. So that's a very cool feature on this GLE 53. Let's turn off the heat. Go back to home, and then down here you have your cup holders. Your center console, it's finished in wood trim, but you can get this in carbon fiber. You have a series of buttons here for your exhaust systems, your suspension. You can lower or raise your car using this knob or trackpad right here. Traction control off, and your manual mode button. And this is your trackpad for adjusting your center display. Provides you with haptic feedback as you get on a regular smartphone. Your camera system, your quick access options, navigation, radio, media, telephone, and your media volume control right here. Love these handlebars, which allow you to hold on to dear life if you're going through sand or any other terrain. On your center armrest, you have some storage and USB-C ports inside as well. Ton of room if you want to store a purse for the ladies or any other gadgets you want to have, maybe your smartphone or your wallet. You can put those inside. The seats are very, very comfortable. Leather with the black stitching. You have a ton of space on the other side for either 2 cups or any of your other luggage you want to store. Seats, these are black leather seats. Love the AMG branding on the seats. You have black seat belts. Overall, very good quality car. This SUV is really truly the premium SUV to get. GLE 53, all performance, all muscle and pure luxury at the same time. I'm going to set it to Sport Plus, and let me adjust my seat a little bit. That was a brief cold start. This car has been sitting out here in the cold weather out here in Utah. It's been freezing these last couple of days, but it sounds amazing. It sounds glorious. Now the 2021 AMG GLE 53 Coupe features a 3-liter inline-6 turbo engine producing 429 horsepower with 384 pound-feet of torque. Let's see how fast it goes.